What's up guys, Grim is back with another video for Raid of Shadow Legends. Today we're going to be taking on Hydra Brutal 1 key. Let's get into it. Hey guys, so this is the Hydra team just above me for today's video and team. Before we do the run, I'm going to go into the builds and masteries. As you can see, we have three champions. This guy was free as a guaranteed champion, and these two were fusion. So very accessible legendaries for people, quite recent, and I think they're great legendaries overall. And then we have the standard three coming through as epics, two damage dealers, and you go. So let's go over the builds and stuff like that. So as you can see, we've got to start with Mio first. Only one champion has Brimstone, which is a really good to pump up the damage, so we're a little bit lucky there. I think Nemo is such a great champion at the moment for Hydra, and I think he is a super strong champion. If you didn't get this guy, you must be regretting it. Probably one of the best guaranteed champions. When I saw him 15 sacreds, it was a straight up this was no issues for me, for sure. Would have happily paid for him. Didn't have to, but I would have happily would have. So what's he got in his kit then? Well, his masteries, sorry. So we're trying to get War Master on everyone if possible. Obviously, with the stats and stuff like that, if you are struggling, then Eagle Eye is also an option. However, you do want War Master to pump up the damage overall. So how is he built? We have good accuracy, good resistance. Yugo is going to bring in decreased accuracy, which is really useful. Good chemistry with Negmo, and yeah, so we're built in with fairly good resistance, good accuracy. So we've gone with a resistance banner. Refresh as well, super useful for the A2 and A3. So we have accuracy and resistance here, and then survivability again as a refresh. And then we got all accuracy gear, so we've got accuracy with speed and accuracy and resistance. We have defense with a triple speed, and then we have HP gloves with good speed and accuracy as well. And along the top, we're just going with resistance, accuracy, and speed are like the main three stats. But if we can get some survivability, that's what we also want. So we've got good HP, good defense, good speed, good resistance, and a bit of overkill on the accuracy as well. I have a full Guardian faction, so it does help to equip. But this guy at the moment, one of my favourite. As well, bringing this guy into Brutal was a risky one. I wouldn't say risky actually, massively underrated champion. Plays second fiddle to a lot of champions like Husk for the Provoke. Ultimate Death Knight obviously takes a lot of spotlight because a lot of people have him. Fairly similar kits. I would say Ultimate Death Knight's a little bit better if I'm honest, but for provoking, I really like his kit, and to deal with DK, I really like him. So I will point out now, you do need Blood Shield on him to try and get the resistance needed for with this comp, right? So we want him to put the shield up, so if Mischief comes out, we're baiting basically. And then we got refresh as well here, and then refresh here. So again, survivability, Brimstone if we can get it, 487 resistance, super high, didn't need that much. We want him to be the slowest in a comp as well. Good accuracy, and then we have good HP and defense. Defense is okay, to be honest. We've got War Master as a tier 6. Again, we could take one of these if we're struggling. We have got Cycle of Violence, super important again, to try and get a lot of Mosi champions, because just do recycled abilities is super nice. Spirit Haste can be useful if you have a Reviver, which we do. Life Drinker can help as well with the extra healing. Not too sure where he has Master Hexa, to be honest. It's not really a great ability. Doesn't really do anything on his kit. However, we've seen his builds. He's really good with the Provoke here and here. And just to let you guys know, with this ability, it doesn't matter if he's weak affinity because it's placed. So he doesn't weak hit on this. And then we also got shields here. And we have a really nice aura, which we see that we take advantage of. This rotation is very difficult. And I struggled a little bit getting this team to kind of work. However, once I got all the champions correct, and we changed Mikey Hugo's build, which we're going to go into now, it really did help. So again, we went with Eagle Eye here, and then to be honest, these masteries are not very good. However, we did go with Eagle Eye. These masteries do need to be changed, if I'm honest, and I did say this in the run. So I will change the build and change the masteries when I get a chance. So we've got good accuracy, good speed, good defense, good HP. I felt on this rotation, because Wrath is spirit, that Mighty Hugo is struggling to stay alive and wasn't healing as much. So that's why for this rotation I feel that regen and immortal is very important. Normally I just go perception, and that's why we have the Eagle Eye, because we used to have the resistance as well. I do like the decreased accuracy and block buffs, but we also put Hugo in here just to be a bit safer, and we also wanted a bit more healing and defense. The AoE defense down, and Hugo just offered that. That's why they're both been kind of put together. And again, he brings a attack down as well as Nico. I can't pronounce his name. However, them three just work really well together and have a great synergy. We have a revive here, which is well needed for this rotation. Okay, so this is my second husk. This is not my bestly built husk, but again, we're focused on accuracy, critical damage, critical rate, good speed, and HP. Husk struggles this rotation because, again, of Wrath being strong affinity to him. So we spent a lot of time being put on the ground this rotation, which was a bit frustrating. My husk doesn't normally struggle. However, you know, this rotation is a bit tougher for sure. So we have a triple speed banner here, we have critical damage and accuracy, and a refresh ring here. And then again, speed with critical rate, HP with critical rate and critical damage. And then we're just looking for speed, accuracy and resistance. Sorry, critical rate, not resistance. Resistance does not matter on him. And again, coming in with War Master and just trying to make the best. Again, it didn't really matter what mastery I took here. Didn't really do anything for Husk. So yeah, Hugo, really cool champion. This is one of 3 builds I have. Again, very standard builds. Critical damage was a mistake here. It's meant to actually just be, we just went with the accuracy here. But again, ideally you're taking some ability, it doesn't really do that much damage. So, and again, you can see defense HP quite high. Speed, accuracy, and speed is the key. And again, masteries, Eagle Eye. I'm gonna say his accuracy is really high for brutal. So again, we'll reset this for next week to do about 350 accuracy is what I'm looking for brutal. So again, we can drop that. It's just been built recently, so I'm looking for good accuracy, good speed, good defense, good HP, and once they're reset, we'll take War Master as a tier 6. I think we'll go ahead and just change these masteries live, and just show you what I would normally look for this. So obviously Law of Steel, Master Hexer can allow you to extend the defense down, and then on here we're just going to go full damage. So Life Drinker as well, really important. Cycle of Violence, just to get to the A2 or the A3 background if we can, which would be really useful. And then again here you could take Spirit Haste to speed him up if everyone dies, and you can revive, because he has got a really situational revive. However, I'm actually going to take Kill Stake for a bit of extra damage. And again, fully booked out. And if I had to pick from Mastery, Blessing, I would probably go Panther Touch just for a bit of extra damage. But it's probably a better one out there for sure. Maybe a high accuracy one, which you could take like here. Maybe with HP and defense, more so ability, and then a chance to remove. Could possibly be a good one. It's very situational. It's not really important to have a blessing. However, if you're looking for extra stats, that might just give you that one touch just to jump up. And then finally, Royal Guard, right? Royal Guard is probably the highest DPS champion in this comp at the moment. We've gone with the Relentless and Refresh, and then we've gone for high HP as well. So again, HP everywhere if possible. I'm not really looking for any accuracy. I think you just accidentally ended up with this build, if I'm honest. So the accuracy set's not really needed. I don't use A3 at all, so it's not because there. It's just that kind of works, you know. I just use these two abilities. And again, we come in with War Master. Again, Cycle of Violence, really important on Husk, really important on Royal Guard. Just give you a chance to get back around to that, as well as Refresh and Relentless. Again, if you've missed my other videos on Hydra, for Husk and Royal Guard, if you have, if you're just using two abilities, then Reflex is better if you have it. However, if you have like 2 or 3 refresh items on your Royal Guard, I do personally think then Relentless is better, because you can chance to proc the Relentless and refresh at the same time, and it happens quite regularly. And I think with the refresh, if it procs on the reflex and the reflex procs, it's kind of pointless for the reflex to proc. If you're going to use all 3 abilities, then Relentless is better, and that's my personal opinion. I have both builds of Royal Guards, and yeah, I'm just too lazy to change my Royal Guards back to Relentless. Hey, don't fix something if it's not broken, right? That's what we're going to say. And again, with Mighty thingy, I think we will change masteries at some point. I'm going to keep these masteries because I'm thinking about using them in Platinum Arena push, so I will want to take Fierce and Presence maybe for a stun set. However, I really do enjoy this team. Right, let's get into the run then, and let you watch the run, and maybe we'll So yeah, so there we are, guys. It's a 1 key team. Obviously, if we put extra masteries in, we would have got more damage. I think with better luck, we also would have got more damage. I'm tempted to try this out on Nightmare, possibly next week. I've already done my Nightmare key this week. I'm tempted to use this in Nightmare. I think we have got the stats, and I think with the good RNG, we could get it. I would like to point out though that Tormund makes this very difficult for this team, and I think with other rotations, if you also use a team very similar to this, then dropping Mighty Hugo, if Tormund's out for Samuel, would be a really good option. I feel when you don't have a negative affinity, you can keep everyone alive longer. And also for hard, I think for other rotations, this team will easily 1 key. Again, stats don't need to be as high as it is for brutal. And overall, I think this is a very good team because the legendaries were free or guaranteed from fusions, guaranteed champions, epics as well. Okay, the top tier epics. Husk can come in for Geo, and also the Void chick. I can't remember her name. She would do crazy damage in this as well. And then as well, if you're just going to use this in hard, maximum HP champions like Royal Guard, Husk, if I'm honest, are better off being dropped because you're better off bringing in attack-based champions, bomb champions like the Rat, who could do more damage, Venus, and Cupitus, who can do more damage. Trunda, not so much this rotation, but in other rotations, can also do a lot of damage on hard. So just keep that in mind. Enemy max HP champions like Husk, Rogard should be brutal and hard. I do use them on hard myself. It doesn't give you a lot of damage, honestly. So yeah, that's my tips and tricks for that. Tormund can make his team really difficult. Just try and cycle through the abilities and do like the Husk A3, for example, before you nuke, or do the A1 before he nukes away from Tormund. Same with Royal Guards as well. And everyone else, like Mighty Hugo is really bad against Tormund because there's AoE, so it's really hard to get him going. Just try and cleanse before you can use this ability, right, and stuff like that, because you can cleanse with Mighty Hugo, or maybe look at cleanser accessories. If you have them sitting around, you might have a decent cleanse accessory. For example, I have one somewhere already, which I think is actually on Mighty Hugo because of his A1 and because of Torment. Just gives me a bit of RNG back. Look at the support tree as well. So the defense tree, if you have enough abilities to maybe try and get the cleanse in, one of the cleansing abilities, which is the Wisdom of Battle, right, has a 30% chance to place a buff on his champion for 1 turn when he's stunned, feared, true feared, petrified, etc. Aspires. And yeah, just like overall, I think if you get the builds correct, obviously he's the most important because he is the safe net. He is the reviver. If he goes down, you need to ask questions, and I think that he doesn't even need accuracy for this team. If you didn't want to, you could build more survivability stats if you wanted to, but I like how I have the gear to do that option as well and keep this team alive. Anyway, let me know in comments how you're finding Hydra. I will try and get a hard team out at some point this rotation to try and help everyone. This rotation is a bit difficult. I'm trying not to use overpowered champions to do that. And again, remember to like, comment and subscribe. And check out my Twitch channel. We do Hydra takeovers, we do all types of takeovers in there. And there might be something you stumble across that you like or might help you, or maybe you can be offered with some help as well. And that's at Grim Reaper TV raid, by the way, on Twitch. We stream probably 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah, and check out my videos later. We're going to post some some takeovers from Spider 25, which we did on stream today. Clan Boss, Batman Forever. We also did Takeover on Monday for 3 versus 3, where I pushed a really low spend account into Gold 1, which was super tough. Lots of swearing going on, so I had to mute and stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this content. I'll see you guys on the next video.